We are all sitting here shooting the shit.
Yo, what's up? I'm your host, DJ Duss, with my co-host, Bamboo. What's up, Bam?
Chilling, man. What you saying?
I don't know. I heard it's someone's birthday today.
Yeah.
Is that yours?
That's my birthday today.
God damn, happy birthday, brother.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Can you tell us how old you are?
Nope.
Motherfucker.
I'm 24.
My ass. My dad asked me today. I was like, how come I forgot this?
24. Yeah, it's just, I'm stressed out.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, a little stressed.
Don't worry, your wife will rat you out next time I ask her.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
All right, man. People, man, you can follow us on all major platforms. That's at Shooting the Shit Podcast 1. One. Also, if you want to, live stream, you can live stream it on Facebook, Twitch, and Periscope. That's Shooting the Shit on Facebook, STS_podcast 1 on Twitch, Periscope. This is DJ Duss at Shooting the Shit. And now you can also stream it or catch all our videos at Shooting the Shit Podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to our page. You could watch it live. We can do your thing, and all our videos. Some of it's on our website. Most all of them are on YouTube, man. You know what I mean?
Show that love and subscribe, man.
Absolutely, man. Let's get our guest up in here. Andru Winter, man. How you doing, brother?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Bam.
Man, thank you, sir. How you
No.
doing?
Happy 24th, man.
Yeah, we're talking. Now we're talking.
Motherfucker. He's old. I need to know.
Nah.
How many 24s you celebrated, Bam? That will tell us.
About 7. let's say it like that.
It was hilarious, man. It was my pops that's like, oh, it's man's birthday. Cool, man. He's like, how old is he? And I'm like, motherfucker.
24.
I don't remember.
24, man,
I know I'm
24.
getting older, but you're always going to be much older. That's how I like it, man. Fuck, Andrew. How are things with you, brother?
Yo, man, everything's blessed, man. Just, blessed to see another, man. Thank God, man. Blessed to be here with you guys, man. Blessed for Bam to see another birthday. So,
for real.
Yeah, man.
Our pleasure, brother. So let's get right into it, man. We want people to get to know you in this interview. Where were you born and raised?
I was born and raised in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, man, also known as the dark side, you know what I mean? If you know about Halifax and Dartmouth, Halifax is the pretty side and Dartmouth's the dark and gritty side. So, yeah, man, I'm from the dark side of the bridge, nothing shiny.
That's what I heard when I touched down in Nova Scotia.
Bam's not too. Bam, how far are you from him?
I'm down in Liverpool, man. I'm down in Liverpool.
Okay.
That's where he is now.
That's where I'm at right now.
Oh, word to God.
Yeah. So when I got there, it was like, Dartmouth, that dark side. And I was like, wait. The black folk over there? That's what I mean? That's where I want to be, right?
Man. A lot of us, man, that's where you know what I mean? That's where the majority really be at. You know what I'm saying? On that side of the bridge.
Right,
so where are you currently living now?
Right now, I'm between Toronto and Windsor, man. You know what I mean? I got a little spot home. So I just be whipping back and forth. I was doing my thing in Detroit and down in Vegas prior to this, but now this whole COVID situation has popped up. I'm kind of stuck here on the border, looking across, waiting for everything to open up.
Right.
So yeah, I just been back and forth, shooting back and forth from here to Toronto. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. For now, keeping it moving like that.
Gotcha. All right. So who influenced you in the hip hop?
Oh man, fuck. How much time we got on the podcast?
Hey, man, there's no time limit. We're good.
Man, honestly, I'm just influenced by everyone, man. Like, I'm so influenced by pop culture, period. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it could have been any rapper at any particular time, man. They might have just done – it could have been something they wore to a Grammy show. It could have been, like, something fly they said on the intro of a fucking album. Like, I've been inspired by everybody, man. But, like, specific artists, definitely Tupac Shakur. Yeah. Like, first and foremost, like, that's the cornerstone of, like, why I give a fuck about rap, why I give a fuck about social issues, why I get, everything that has to do with being black in America, all that comes from him when it comes to my understanding, you know what I mean? And then just lyrically, like, Biggie, Mobb Deep, CNN, you know what I mean? A lot of New York shit, a lot of West Coast shit, Daz Dillinger, Corrupt, like the Dog Pound shit, like obviously the Snoop and Dre and all this shit, like everybody, man. I'm a hip hop historian, so I can literally run right from the beginning and tell you guys who influenced me from what generations, right? So just everybody, man. I'm a huge hip hop head, bro.
Oh, no, we were saying you couldn't have picked anyone any better for us. You know what I mean? Tupac and Biggie. Oh, did I disappear?
Yeah, a little bit, but you're all right. You know what I mean?
You can hear me still?
Yeah, you good now. You good now.
All right.
Yeah, we
I
back.
got all skinnier with that circle, bro. So, like, how old were you when you got started in this game? Like, when you started taking it real serious?
I started taking this shit seriously, man, when I was like 21, 22, like when I really started, because like 21, 22, man, I tried like a few different things, right? Like I tried to work out west on an oil rig and shit. You know, I did that for a bit and I just couldn't really, it wasn't for me. So it just wasn't feeling right. And then I ended up coming, you know, going down kind of the wrong path out west and just getting money in a different way. And when I was doing that, I was spending every day rapping and just getting high every day. So just being high every day and getting to rap every day, it made me realize that's probably the only thing that I loved consistently since I was a kid. Like I used to think it was sports because everybody pushed me to the sports, right?
Yep.
So I would just like, I thought I loved like sports, you know what I'm saying? I like built my identity around sports and shit, you know what I'm saying? But then when I got older and I started thinking for myself a little bit, right, and a little bit of weed and shit like that, help you get in touch with yourself, right, reveal you to yourself. So I was just kind of like, yo, man, wait a second. Like the whole time I've been trying to do this sports, I've been getting through it with this music, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So then I just realized, you know what I mean? And I was getting high one day, man, and I was listening to music and I realized that I could like see the music in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like I could see the waveforms and shit. Like I could imagine exactly what it would look like in a waveform sense. And I was like, damn, that's probably not regular. So at that moment I was like, yo, I think I can do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're at another level. That's exactly it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
That's cool. So somebody walk up to you, you get introduced, you get to talk to the person. Now you want to turn them into a fan of yours. What song you going to push on them first to turn them into a fan?
Definitely the Incredible Hulk, man. Like me and my brother Caleb Simmons, we got a record called Incredible Hulk, and that record still hasn't even fully like matured, if you know what I'm saying, in terms of like it's still to this day, people, it's like brand new to this day. People are posting it every day, and it's been out for like a couple of years. But that was the first record I really did, the first single I dropped with my boy Caleb. And I was still like a pretty, I was still pretty new to actually rapping on a microphone when we delivered it. But something about it's just special. Something about it just cuts through, and it's been played all around the world, man. And club, especially in Germany, it was really big, man. They're playing at a lot of clubs in Germany. I've been in clubs myself, drunk, and people come up and like, "Yo, they're playing your record," and I'm like,
"What?"
And then I'm like, "Oh shit," because they usually play it sped up. So I'm like, and then I tune in, and I'm like, "Oh shit." You know what I mean? They are playing that shit. So like, it's been cool, man. It's been cool. Definitely that record, because I know that's the one that people really love the most. You know, as an artist, there's records that I would like them to go check, but I know what you're asking is definitely going to be the Hulk. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Yeah, because it's always a good question. It's just, and it's tough because you're pretty much a fan of your own product too, right? So it's always a good question to ask me. It's like you have that one trick. Sometimes you know what I mean. To turn someone into a fan, sometimes you only have a minute.
Yeah,
it has to draw you in, right?
You only got a second. You know,
there you go.
I wish you had a minute. If you had a minute, you could probably turn it into a fan.
That's so true,
but
man.
Like, man, in a split second, people will make a decision if they like something or not. And I know that record, for the masses, the most amount of people that hear that are going to say, yo, that's dope.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? My other shit, it might take a taste or a certain, you have to be into a certain thing to appreciate it, but nah, man, the Hulk's that shit. Caleb's so nice on that shit, bro. Like my brother Caleb, man, he's one of the best singers in Canada. He's just so cold on that shit, and the hook's so cold the way that we wrote it.
It's definitely a dope track.
There you go, people. There you go.
I got all your stuff on my Amazon, brother. Trust me, Amazon Music.
I appreciate that, man. Much, honestly, that's what means the most, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So, like, who are some of the producers you're currently working with?
Right now, I pretty much work with people at a Mad Studio, man. So, Mad Studios, whatever. Shout out to Shad, you know what I'm saying? Mad Sugar Shad over at Shadow at Mad Studios. Shout out to Lozy at Mad Studios. Shout out to DJ Kid, the producer of the Hulk at Mad Studios. Everybody there, man. Just like I'd be at the studio where I go to a lot. There's just so much talented young guys around that I really don't have to look around for beats too hard. Like everything that I find comes from people that I really know. But just in the last like fucking week, man, this guy from Serbia, shout out to Crow Productions. If he's watching, he probably is. He just sent me like a crazy pack, and like I didn't even check it at first, and then I felt stupid when I checked it because I felt stupid. He had to chase me around to check it.
Sitting on this, you know.
That's dope, man. That's good though, man. That's got to be a good feeling knowing that people are like, yo, please spit on my shit though. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah. And shout out to Kiki too, man. Kiki Beats from Nova Scotia, you know what I mean? North Preston, you know what I mean? Kiki Graham on Instagram, KekeGram. He's a dope ass producer from down home, you know what I mean? He's from one of the most thorough black communities in all of Nova Scotia, which is North Preston. So shout out to Kiki, man. We got a hit with him too. Get it? So
nice.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. Are you currently signed to a record label or are you independent, bro?
No, I'm independent right now. I just got out of a record deal. I was in a record deal for what? January, February, March. I was in a record deal for like 3 months.
Now, what was the reasoning? How come you got out of that? And how were you able to?
that was about that.
Okay, so yeah, you guys are looking at it from the wrong perspective. You guys are looking at it like I was able to get out of it. It was more like they were able to get rid of me.
Okay.
But the reason just being it was COVID-19, man. The record company's based out of California, and they're based like physically out of Las Vegas, where everybody's like physically situated. So I was down in Las Vegas prior to that. Me and Caleb living down there, and everything was all good. Then we went home for Christmas. We were supposed to go right back in January. We ended up waiting until February, and then we were making our plans to do a little tour in Atlanta. And just different places around Georgia, period. You know what I'm saying? Like Decatur, a couple little spots. And then COVID hit just like mid-March, like March 14 or 15, I think it started getting weird. So we were when we signed our record deal, we had a 6-month clause. So we got dropped in the 6-month clause. But it was honestly, we kind of wanted to get dropped too. That's the other side of it. I won't get too deep into it, but it all worked out for everybody, really.
That's dope. That's cool, yeah.
But it was $500,000. Word to God, man. It was $500,000. Me and Caleb signed. Not $500,000 just for us to go spend, do whatever we want.
No, of course.
But we had $500,000 afforded to us in a budget that we could take to go get our money with, right? So it was a big opportunity. But me and Caleb realized, and we were working with some of our fucking idols down there, really. You know what I'm saying? So we got to really see behind the curtain, and we weren't overly impressed with what was behind the curtain. Plus, like, I'm a hard-headed motherfucker. I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? And I can't follow somebody unless I really feel like they know better than me. And I didn't feel like my management knew better than me down there. And I knew that it was a big opportunity. But here's the thing, man. That $500,000, as appealing as it looks, in that situation, it'll look just as ugly if you spend it and you're not able to make any money with it, and then you come out owing a fucking record company at the end of it. So I had to like process all that shit. I couldn't just get, you know what I'm saying, too excited for that money.
Was it a 360?
Nah, it was a good deal, bro. It was a fucking great deal. The only thing that I didn't like about the deal, man, you know what I mean? Like, and people know who I was in the deal with, so I'm trying, you know what I mean? I don't want to, like,
no names, just,
you know what I mean? But, like, they know, so, like, I don't want to say too much. But the main thing I didn't like about the deal is people were trying to tell us what to do creatively.
Yeah, and that fucks things up.
That fucks things up, man, because unless I'm feeling what you're trying to do creatively, it's going to be tough for me at this point to sit back and just play along. Like, maybe if I was a bit younger, like when I first started to want to do this shit, but I'm too smart, man. Like, I know how much money can be made independently. I know it's a little bit longer of a process, a harder grind, but I know how much money can be made independently. So, you know what I mean? I'm not stupid, but I'll tell you one thing, man. I would have done anything 10 years ago to fucking hang on to that. You know what I'm saying? Anything. Anything. I would have went with anything. And they wanted to do weird shit too, man. Like, Hollywood gets weird. Like, I don't know if you guys, how much experience you guys have being around industry and shit, but in terms of like down in the States, but Hollywood gets weird, man. Like, they're trying to do, like, they want to dress us different. They want Caleb to put like extension in his hair, like get Botox in his face. They want to stick needles in his face. Like, I'm trying to say, I'm like, yo, like, do we really need to be like doing all this shit? It gets weird, man. They start trying to dress you up, like play doll with you and shit. Like, okay, you're gonna wear this and you're gonna wear that. I like your hair like this. I like this like that. And I'm like, yo, do I really want to be someone's dolly to make it like a check?
Fuck that. I ain't your kid. You ain't dressing me up.
For real, man. Here, I'm going to pop this picture up, man. Tell me more about this picture. This is special, right?
Yeah, so that picture, man, that is December 22nd. Yeah, that's December 22nd. That's Mandalay Bay Resort, House of Blues in Las Vegas. And that was when me and Caleb performed. And that was like a special night for me because I always dreamed of playing at the House of Blues, and I'll tell you why. I used to have the DVD, Tupac Live at the House of Blues. So I used to sit there and watch the DVD over and over and over and watch Tupac Live at the House of Blues. And even like right now, as I'm talking to you guys, I can see him in my head, the way, what he was wearing, how he was moving, the way he was like talking to the crowd, everything. So it left such an impression on me. And then my whole life, when I would hear the House of Blues, it just had like a ring to it. Like I just loved hearing it. Like it would pop up. And then like Biggie said it, like going back to Cali, sipping on booze in the House of Blues. So
It's
like
legendary.
every time I would just hear that line, I'm like, yo, I want to be at the fucking House of Blues, sitting there with Big and Pac and having a drink and Suge's like, you know what I mean? Muscling people and trying to, you know what I mean? Like I could just picture the whole setting, right? So like that was a big night because we got to perform there, man. And as you guys know, some of the best talent in the world is performed at the House of Blues. And then Las Vegas is the entertainment capital of the world. So for two guys from the dark side in Nova Scotia to go to the House of Blues and perform, you know, it was, and especially that close to Christmas. It was December 22nd, man. Think about it. The energy was buzzing. Everybody was excited. You know what I mean? Vegas, the casinos, people were walking around smiling, happy. People from all around the world, man. That shit was crazy that night, bro. Big night.
That's dope, man.
Dig it. You know? Oh, wow. So when... And
shout out to the management, man, because not to dog my management, too, because, like, bro, if we weren't in that record deal, we wouldn't have performed that show at the House of Blues. And to me, that was, like, everything. I felt like I lived my dream after that. I was ready to retire. I was like, all right, man, you guys can do what you want, man. You guys say whatever you want. I did my dream. You guys can keep chasing your shit.
That's cool.
True. So when did you and Caleb become friends and started working seriously together?
Oh shit, man! Me and Caleb been down since we were kids, man. Me and Caleb from the same neighborhood, bro. Like we grew up in the same hood called Cranberry. It's a hood in Dartmouth, and we're both from Cranberry right out the gate. So like I grew up my whole life seeing Caleb in that environment. But I was a sports motherfucker. Like I was playing sports. I was trying to stay focused. I was trying not to sell dope, trying not to smoke dope, trying not to get involved with bullshit, trying not to get involved with all the shit that was going on in the neighborhood. Like I had real good parents, man, real good parents that were focused on like keeping me on like the right path, right? And not allowing me to become another black Nova Scotian that is just part of like a stigma. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And my mom's black, you know what I mean? So like I'm mixed, but like it's a little different for me because I grew up with a black mother. So like me having a black mother, she was always big on, first of all, me understand that no matter how light my face is, that I am a black man, and being comfortable with what that means, but also being comfortable with being white and being proud of being white and not feeling weird either way. Because man, if you deny half of yourself, you're half dead. You know what I'm saying? So you have to embrace that.
Yeah, you go.
So yeah, man, like my parents wanted to see me do good. I was trying to stay out of trouble. Caleb's in the neighborhood just getting high, beatboxing, hanging out with all the realest dudes like that. Like he would be the guy hanging out with all the G's, and all the G's wouldn't let nothing happen to Caleb. You know what I mean?
Dope.
Like you couldn't say nothing to Caleb. You couldn't look at Caleb funny because they would fuck you up. But Caleb was like chilling. Like he wasn't like threatening. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he could take something from you because he could just walk up to you and say, yo, man, like, let me check that out. And he'd be there with the so somebody, like, I seen him rob one of my friends when I was a kid. Caleb robbed my friend for a starter jacket when I was a kid. And he just kind of came up to him, and it was really weird. It was a real awkward jacket. You know what I mean? It wasn't like my friend wasn't even sure what was going on, but by the time he was done, he didn't have a jacket.
That's it. Shit gone, son.
So, like, yeah, man.
Those damn starter jackets, bro. I'm telling you, those are hot.
So, yeah, we went to the same... We didn't go to the same elementary, but we went to the same junior high, same high school. Until he didn't make it too long in high school. I remember the day he got kicked out. Like, it was the first day. When I was in grade 11, it was my first day of grade 11, and it was his first day coming back. And I remember I walked into school, and I seen the principal. She, like, walked up to him. She was like, no.
Just like that.
Yeah, she's like rushing towards him, and I was just watching, like I'm a bystander. I wasn't even with him, and I just remember this. And I remember she's like, she put her arm around him, and she's like, "You're not coming back this year, Caleb." And she
just
started
like
walking
that.
And then that was it. That was it for school.
Walked him out.
So you guys grew together. So now, when did you guys say, "Fuck it, we're gonna team up and dominate some tracks together"?
Okay, well, I'll answer that question. That was 2 years ago. But what you're really asking is when we started like working together musically, and like that was like 10 years ago when we really started like. But the thing is I was just like his driver, his security, his hang around, his personal trainer. Like I was just trying to hang around studios because he was in Toronto at the time, killing it. At the time, bro, Drake had a song that was number 3 on the charts in Toronto. Caleb had the number 1 at that time, right?
Wow.
This is 2010 when this, I think Drake's comeback season had just come out, or 2009 or whatever. But anyway, Caleb was doing real good in Toronto at the time, bro. He just came off Canadian Idol. A lot of people knew who he was. He was doing his thing, right? So at that time, I was out in Toronto. I just moved out there. He realized I was out there, so we just started running it together. And I was just hanging out around studios, trying to peep game, soak up game, meeting producers, meeting big figures in Toronto in the game. Jellystone, Choclair, Maestro Fresh. You know what I mean? Shout out to Maestro. Shout out to all these people that I grew up seeing on TV, and now I'm like around them. We even got in the movie game off hanging out around studios, man. A woman that her mother was a talent agent. She came in the studio one day, put me and Caleb straight in the movies, man. We were in Total Recall 2012.
No
we were in a bunch of movies, we were in a bunch of television shows. And me and Caleb straight up the Cranberry. So we're sitting on the set with like fucking Bokeem Woodbine, fucking college day. And me and Caleb like stoned, right? Like looking at each other like, yo, where the fuck am I? Like we in the movies, like we feel like Redman and Method Man, bro. Like that's how we really
It's
feel,
so fucking
like,
sick.
We happy, like every time, like we're just happy to be there. Like we can't believe it because we're like, yo, we came from Cranberry, man. Like how the fuck did we end up here?
Oh, that's so dope, man. That's so cool. That's a
got the life, kid. You was having a good time, man. That's for sure. That's for sure. So, you, Sheena Osmond, Danny Fernandez music video, Let It Go, Experience. How was that?
Okay, I'm a part. I remember pushing this on Facebook, and then I watched the video and I went, I just set Andrew up being dissed in the video by accident. My bad.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
I didn't know that.
Really?
It should have been Danny that got dissed, by the way.
Yo, shout out to Danny.
Oh, there's Sheena saying hi right now. What's up, Sheena?
Yo, Danny's my guy too, man. Shout out to Danny. But you know what's crazy is I never really thought about it too hard, right? So I showed up on the set or whatever, and I wasn't even really paying too hard of attention to like what was really going on in the storyline. And then one of her good friends, Shalana, shout out to Shalana, she showed up like at the very last part of the shoot, and she was like, I just met her, and she's like, oh, so you're the guy that's getting like cheated on by her with Danny Fernandez. And then it clued into me. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like that's what I'm playing here. Like I'm playing like the fool here. Like, but I'm cool, man. I'm a humble guy, bro. I don't.
It was cool. It was cool,
man. So I'm just happy to help out, man. Be a part of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have had me do whatever. I would have done it, man.
Nah, it was the video was dope, man. But this is funny because I'm like, yeah, get Andrew on there. I'll be dope, I love people collabing together. And then I watched the video. I'm like, damn, man, I just set him up, man. I'm like,
yeah, bro. I got done in, man, Danny. But yo, man, what can I say, bro? Danny, you know what I mean? Danny's doing the moves.
For sure.
You know what I mean? He comes in doing the little 1-2 thing and shit. That's Danny, man.
Nah, you know what I mean? It is.
Bro.
Yeah, but Sheena's a good girl. You know what I mean? It was good. It was good vibes all the way around.
But what it is, Danny had to steal her from a good-looking dude. See what I'm saying, right? Because it wouldn't matter if it was someone else. That's what I'm saying. So it was cool. You hyped him up. The video's done well, though. But how long did it take to shoot that video?
Man, I don't know. Maybe I'll just say like it took days, just in case, like, you know what I mean? I want to make it sound embellish it a bit, but I don't know. It took a minute. We'll just say it took a minute. But Sheena was very organized. Wink, wink.
Hold on. No. She posted some shit that she was late on Instagram, bro. She posted some stuff.
Yeah, that's why I said wink, wink, because I knew she already put it all out there. I already had, bro, we had half the video shot before she even showed up. I felt like she was the model at my video shoot. I was like, oh, yeah, it's nice to see you. Like, she came in, like, the Airbnb. Oh, yeah. Come on in. I'm showing her around and shit. Like, shout out to Sheena, man. I love Sheena, man. That's my homegirl, man. We've been cool ever since I met her, bro. Ever since I met her now. So. I like.
When I see this through the podcast, and I see people that are working together and stuff, and things come out amazing. I love that. Yeah, it's such a great collabo.
Yeah, it's just cool, man.
So currently, who's your current right now? Your 5 top rappers of right now, not of all time, just right now, like the 5 top.
I don't like no one.
You too?
I don't like none of you niggas.
No one. None of you niggas.
You know what?
Say it again, bro. Say it again.
Like none of you niggas, bro. None.
Thank you.
I really don't, man. Fuck, who could
Now-
I even say, man?
Okay, top 5 motherfuckers you hate.
That's good.
We'll flip it.
6'9", bro. 6'9".
Yeah. Hey, I like 6'9". That's my boy.
Fuck
I'm
you,
gonna fuck
Bam.
with-
Bro, here's the thing. I'm not gonna try to tell anybody how to think about anything, and I
Right,
respect
right.
everybody's
True
opinion.
enough.
But in my opinion, and standing for what I stand for, coming from where I come from, he's like the ultimate like cancer to the game, bro. Like I'm so opinionated about that shit, and like what, and like, bro, a lot of people look at certain aspects of him, and they argue it. They're like, yo, but he did this, he did that, he did this. But man, I feel like people are missing some of the main points. So maybe I should just touch on that for a second.
Do it, man.
all
I
right,
hate the motherfucker. Help me out.
You know what? I agree with you. Don't get me wrong. I agree with you.
Yeah.
But like you said, people like to talk about it and stuff like that. So just a little hint, me as a person, you know what I mean? I look at it from this point of view. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna make a lot of money and feed a lot of motherfuckers sitting around me, and then when shit hit the fan, I get locked up and niggas want to go behind my back and fuck my baby mama and fuck with my family and so on and so on. It's just not happening. You understand? I don't give a fuck which way I got to get at you niggas, but I'm gonna get at you. And that's the only little thing that I think that he did right. You know what I mean? Fuck y'all. You know what I mean?
Now that's great. I agree with you. But
Because
here's
the
the
bottom-
thing. Did it
because-
really go down the way that, here's the thing, bro. The person with the loudest voice when it comes to the media is always the winner. That's what makes the media so dangerous, is that whoever is the loudest on the media, that narrative is the one that we accept because we're not hearing the other perspectives as articulated to us and as explained to us as their perspective. So here's the way I look at it, man. First of all, the one thing that bothers me, I don't mean to like make it racial, but it just is what it is.
Bro.
The one thing that bothers me, man, is that the kid is Mexican. And I feel like he's a kid from outside the black community that came into the black community, stirred up a whole lot of shit, used the black community the way that a lot of people do for a money, like a fucking, like an oil well to tap into and fucking drill out for every penny that it's worth. And then he left all them black kids in jail. There's no Mexican kid in jail because of 6ix9ine. So like that's one point I think people miss, is that he's from outside of the community pretending to be black, saying niggas, saying all this different shit, and no one even like checked him on that. Like, wait a second, you're not even from the community, and you came in this community, stirred up so much fucking shit, and then you just fucking jetted out and left all these black kids that never had a fucking chance in the world in the worst fucking position that they could be. That's where the way I view it. The other thing that I view that I fucking hate about it is the pedophile shit, bro. That guy was charged on some pedophile shit. He was caught on video,
I agree with you.
standing there while a 13-year-old girl was being sexually abused, and he was narrating the shit and having fun with the shit. Motherfucker, if I seen that motherfucker, I would, bro, my word to God, if I seen 6ix9ine and I could put my hands on him, man, I would, bro. Just based on that, people ain't even talking about that. Like,
they're not.
And that's
people's children, bro.
And that's the problem with most of the situation. But from my point of view, from what I was trying to say is, it's about your family, because no matter when shit hit the fan, only people gonna be left is your family there for you.
Yeah, but does he care about his family, bro? He cried about, yo, I want to see my daughter. Yo,
he acted like a victim.
And he's doing one thing, that most people is not doing. You understand? Nobody knows what his daughter looks like. He's keeping his daughter away from that shit. You understand? The right thing. You get what I'm saying? Everybody is putting the kids in the videos and the movies.
Yeah, but bro, when you here's the thing, bro. If he was thinking about his daughter, he wouldn't be starting all these beefs with some of the realest niggas that ever stepped into this game. And the thing is, bro, if I'm worried about...
I'll debate that with you, because you said behind the screens, you know, they're trying to dress a lot of people up like they ain't supposed to be dressed up. So, to me, shows me a lot of people who's running around saying they real ain't real. You get what I'm saying?
Go ahead, sir.
So think about the people he's running his mouth off to. You get what I'm saying?
Bro, them guys, I'll tell you one thing, man. Just him playing around with Chicago, the way that he's playing around with Chicago, bro, that's crazy. So then the way I look at it too is like he's literally like an agent working for the federal government, trying to get young black kids across America locked up, trying to bait them into fucking different situations and trying to exploit to get them to do something that the police can then jump on them for. I look at him like an actual agent. I think that he was turned into an agent, in my opinion, from the minute he got caught with that pedophile shit. Because, bro, in the States, when you go to jail with that shit on your even in Canada or anywhere, but especially in the States, you go to jail with that shit on your fucking record. Imagine that little guy, bro, in a fucking jail cell with people knowing that he goes to 13-year-olds. They could have flipped him right there, bro.
In that aspect, I agree with you 100%. I was
just
talking about
family. Hey, look, go into this neighborhood, fuck with these guys. We're going to give you money. They're going to like you because you're going to have money. We're going to give you views on YouTube. We're going to give you views on this, views on that. Because, bro, they took down a whole fucking, and like, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. If you're involved in criminal activity, man, then it is what it is, bro. There ain't no future in crime. Just let that be known. I'm not advocating that. I'm from that world. I'll let anybody that's watching this shit right now that doesn't know, there's no future in that shit. And it's only going to lead to one place or the other. So what them guys are doing, that's on them, right? But I'm just saying, bro, the way that he's glorified, bro, he represents everything that you wouldn't want your kid to be like, man. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And then the fact that he got out of jail and they let him get right back to on the internet stirring shit up, bro. America has enough civil unrest, bro, let alone literally having a clown with neon hair.
That's his little secret. That's why he's still around. That's his little secret. He learned how to play the game because the game changed. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Nobody care about how good you are, what kind of skills you got, you know what I mean? The bars, they don't care about the bars anymore. If you got a nice fancy little beat, and if you're screaming and yelling and you got different color hair, you got everybody's attention because their attention span is ADD like a motherfucker, very short. You know what I mean? If I keep your attention for a fucking half a minute, I'm good. You know what I mean? They're talking about me. So
can't stand that motherfucker, though, man. But Bam, do you think that he's still technically irrelevant? Why do you think he's irrelevant? First of all, that's what I want to ask you, Bam.
The only reason why I think he's still irrelevant for the simple fact that he's causing trouble, like he says. All he's doing is running around.
I know, but is he irrelevant because he's causing trouble? Or is he irrelevant that we want to see him get knocked the fuck out or killed? Is that why we're looking and watching?
Psychology, bro. Everybody's watching the car accident because they want to see the.
Exactly.
You know. It could be either way. You know what I mean? Either way, he's still getting what he wants.
It's like Soldier. Remember when Soldier was doing this and everybody wanted to see Soldier get his? When he's Drake.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh, fuck. I remember that interview, yeah.
So, like, and everybody was like, damn, like, he's asking for it. He's stirring the pot with a lot of people, right? And everybody was waiting to see something real shitty happen, right?
That's right.
Bro, that's the most negative energy. That's the most lower vibrational energy you could ever tap into, bro. Like, because here's the thing, bro. That type of... Let me ask you a question. What happens to 6ix9ine? It's already happening. What happens when he can't pay for security anymore? You think people are going to forget? He's just going to be able to walk up and say,
no, they're not going to forget.
Bro, I was just capping for money and shit.
But that's what the world has come to. I mean, look at the head of the United States. He's doing the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? He's literally doing the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, we complain about 6ix9ine, but think about Trump, my man. He is doing it on a bigger world scale. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Talking the same shit. You know? So
but here's the thing, man. TV, television, tell lies to your vision. What you see on TV, whether it's Trump, whether it's 6ix9ine, it's all theater, man. William Shakespeare said the world is but a stage. You got to know this. What you see on the television, what you see in the media, none of it's real, bro. And the real goings on, bro, those are kept to a small few. You know what I mean? So we can speculate as much as we want. That's what we're supposed to do, especially on a podcast. But at the end of the day, we all have to humble ourselves down to the idea that we don't know 6ix9ine, we don't know Trump, we don't know nobody.
It's just our opinions.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just our opinions. You know?
Fuck him still. But I'm happy you don't like that little motherfucker.
I like him. We got to get him back up on here. You know what I mean? Definitely. I like the opinionated brother. You know what I mean?
Man. I got to let it be known, man. I don't get enough time to stay by.
Well, it's because right now with 6ix9ine, I got to take a break. I let Andrew take care of it. You know what I mean? I was like, I took a break.
I could go in more, man. I just had to state the facts that ain't being talked about, man. The fact that this kid came in, fucking finessed the whole situation, and the fact that this kid's a fucking pedophile, bro. I ain't listening to no pedophiles rapping. There you go. I don't give a fuck what they're rapping.
So,
you know what I mean?
So we know that you said that you don't like anybody that's irrelevant right now. Or what the fuck happened to the game? Why did it get so...
Oh, the game went from sugar to shit because the game got hijacked, bro. But you guys got to know the history of the game, the true history of the game to understand when this happened. It happened a lot sooner than people realize, man. This is going to be
It happened when Soulja Boy came out with that Superman shit. It went downhill from there. I don't care what anybody says.
Yo, what happens if I tell you that the game went from sugar to shit way earlier than even that? What happens if I told you guys it's going to be controversial. I wasn't just trying to get people to tune in. I'm going to say something controversial right now.
You want to
know when the game got fucked up? When Run DMC came in.
Ooh, no.
You're looking at me right now like, whoa, what can you say next? How can you
go ahead.
I have to readjust my headphones.
I want to hear you. I want to hear your point, though. Go ahead. Speak your mind, bro.
Oh, you're dying to hear it. I know you are.
Well,
I am.
Anybody is, right?
You know, you never learn nothing unless you listen, right?
Okay, so here's why, man. Okay, so the game starts with Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The game starts with Africa Bambaataa and the Zulu Nation.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These are cool Herc, right? This is the beginning, the genesis of the game. This is when the game's sugar, okay? Because they've created something now that is becoming like a phenomenon, and it's like it's being like it's such a strong energy that it's pulling everybody in, and then they're making their money. They're having block parties. You know what I'm saying? They're getting all the money off of it. It's great. So what hip hop started off as a way to mentally escape what was going on in the hood. So you could spray paint to escape, you could dance to escape, you could rap to escape, you could DJ to escape. So that was the genesis. Then they start making their money off of it because they're becoming good at what they're doing, and it's dope. But then the record labels come in and they try to fucking finesse these guys. They try to come in and they try to buy up the whole shit and own it in a corporate sense. But what ends up happening, Bambaataa, Herc, all these guys, you know what I'm saying, Grandmaster, they all say, fuck that, we ain't selling out to you guys for what? This is our shit, hell no. So then what the record labels did is they started going around to other guys in the neighborhood that weren't the main guys. They weren't the guys that were the top guys known in the neighborhood, but they could do it. They could rap. They were from the area. So they gave them a bunch of money, bro. They put them on television, put them on magazines, they put the budget behind them, and then the originators of the craft had to sit there and watch the guys from the neighborhood that were just like the hang-arounds doing it for the world, and then they had to sell to the record companies. So what I'm saying is when Run DMC came in, that was the beginning of the end, because that's when the shit got really commercial to the point where it was being packaged and sold. And the fact that they were dressed like drug dealers, that's what then intermingled the street culture and married the street culture to the hip hop culture and stuff. And that's when it just became about money. So that's the beginning. Now it doesn't start to get real bad, just like most diseases don't get real bad until the later stages, right? At first it might go unnoticed, right? But then as it goes on, we get to a point where those two things, the street culture and the money, are the only focus. But it begins there when it became corporate, man, when the ownership was taken out of the communities and away from the people and put in the hands of the multimillionaires and the billionaires. So that's why I'm saying that, what I'm saying. No disrespect to Run DMC. No, huge Run DMC fan, love Run DMC, man. Like, iconic. You know what I'm saying? Iconic. But I'm just saying that I have to be honest. I hear you, brother. And you know what? You got some good, valid points there. I won't dispute some things about going corporate, you know, because the whole world is based on corporate. Everybody's trying to get ahead. Everybody's trying to do something. Me believing Run DMC was part of the problem, I don't think so, because Run DMC, in a sense, created their own label. They became that ones who made that money. So I'm going to package myself. I'm going to sell myself. You understand? Why let someone else sell me? We already been sold to get here in the first place. You get what I'm saying? So they took that away from them by doing that. You understand? Now, them being dressed like drug dealers and pimps and so on and so on, this was the street culture. This is what we was wearing. This is our life. They don't say hip hop. Yeah, but before them, hip hop people weren't dressed in that sense. They were wearing like the cut off gloves. Like, look at the message and shit. They're wearing the cut off gloves. They're wearing the tight jeans, the Billie Jean.
That's right.
The girl Bambaataa was wearing the big extravagant outfits. Like, even if you look at the group that Dr. Dre come from, the World Class Wrecking Crew, they're wearing the like Rick James type joints. Right?
So think about that. How can somebody come out sounding different, looking different, and sounding different and looking the same as someone else? Nobody's going to pay you any attention. You get what I'm saying? The fact that they came out dressed the way they did got your attention. You understand what I'm saying? Because,
no, that's what got you, and that's what was supposed to get you, bro. Because they weaponized hip hop against us, bro. Hip hop started as something that was from us, for us, And then it became weaponized. It started to destroy us. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't destroy us because you look at hip hop like that. I look at hip hop as the news. It's like the news to me, and it's real live news. You understand what I'm saying?
Example.
Because, perfect example. You got nobody understood hip hop until really and truly Run DMC came out. You know, before, like you said, Bambaataa and all of them, they was doing it in the clubs. It was a disco era, so everything was being blended in and mixed and so on. You know what I mean? Run DMC came out. This is gutter. This is straight. And okay, we talked about me and my birthday and how old I am, but to be honest with you, I'm old enough. I was raised with that. I grew up with that. You know what I mean? When Run DMC came out wearing what they was wearing, I was wearing that at that time. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I still want to wear
that's
that.
My brother. That's my brother. You know what I mean? That's my brother from down the block, dressed like me, up on that stage in Madison Square Garden, making millions. You gotta respect that. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
And to be honest with you, those dudes had sponsorship deals before NBA players did.
True.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what? Michael Jordan got the baddest contract ever when it comes to sponsorship. The second is them dudes.
Yeah.
With Adidas. You get what I'm saying? So you can't say they messed it up because hip hop improved. Because back then, listen to the lyrics, they were soft. You know what I mean? Then the lyrics got really hard. Then the people got to put their brain and got to do what they wanted to do. Then all of a sudden it just faded away, and now you can barely understand what a guy's saying these days.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So me, I don't think they caused that drama. You know what I mean?
It's okay, so let me say this then. I'll agree with you then. I got a new point. Let's say it gets fucked up then, really fucked up, when the drug culture in the music becomes focused around the rapper being the user as opposed to the dealer.
Ooh,
how about that?
That's true.
But it's always
because maybe even the dealer wasn't that bad for the culture because the message was still, the vibration was still positive overall. But once the drugs got introduced, the vibrations changed in the music, the sonic elements of the beats changed.
I doubt that because it's always been there in the music. Drugs always been in the music. Alcohol always been in the music. Everything, it's always been part of the music. You know what I mean? They say, you know.
What rappers other than 3 6 though and UGK back in the day were rapping about doing anything other than smoking weed?
UGK was smoking weed. They would talk about I'm gonna show you how far drugs been. You spoke about African Bambaataa, Grandmaster Flash. Have you ever heard that song, White Lines?
No, I never heard White Lines.
No, neither have I.
Listen to White Lines. The whole damn song's about cocaine, bro.
But that's also the culture back then.
But this what I'm saying. It never changed. Yeah. It's always stayed the same. Drugs has always played a part in the music. You get what I'm saying? So, hey, if everybody's doing drugs, they're going to talk about what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? If it's happening on the street, you're going to talk about it. If you got the cops running around shooting people, you're going to talk about it. You get what I'm saying?
But do you see how it's called White Lines, whereas records now are just called like Percocet or like you know what I mean? Like at least they were talking about it in a way that was like artistic and it left something up to the imagination. Whereas now guys are like telling you what prescriptions to do.
That's when it got shitty. I agree with you.
Now it's a commercial for prescription medications. You see how I'm saying how the corporate thing
I agree with you, brother. I agree with you.
I can't get mad at any of my brothers, man, for being out there getting their money and empowering themselves and taking care of their families. But I'm just saying there's a shadow to everybody that's out there doing that, and that's what I'm speaking on. That's where the game gets fucked up, is the money, bro. Look, when you want to know why anything's fucked up, just follow the money route, man. When you want to know the answer to anything, just look at how the dollars break down, and you'll get a clear picture of everything that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
If you got an uneducated kid from the ghetto that made a song and he blew up.
Okay.
You got a millionaire, still uneducated kid from the ghetto. What you think he's going to do with it? You understand what I'm saying? The problem is we're not educating behind us, what's coming up behind us. We're not doing that anymore. You understand? The same with the music, you know. There's no more P. Diddy's. There's no more babies out there. And I mean that, no more Master P's. There is nobody out there saying, yo, come with me, we're going to guide you the right way. These kids is going out, making a song, put it on the internet, boom, blew up instantaneously.
Because the industry's pimping them now.
And nobody is looking at these kids saying, you need to watch what's going on. You understand what I'm saying? So, of course he's going to say, I'll make a song called Percocet. They don't give a fuck. You get what I'm saying? They don't care. Somebody who could have been in the air. Percocet, change the name.
You know what?
You know what I mean?
You know what hit me hard, man, just recently, like when I thought about that, was I seen this thing on Vlad TV, and it was an interview with Juice WRLD. And Juice WRLD was talking about why he started drinking lean, and he said it was because of Future listening to Dirty Sprite tapes. And I was listening to Dirty Sprite tapes back then. I was actually down in Atlanta at the time when Future was hot. 2 Chainz was the hottest thing on the planet, but Future was hot in Atlanta. He wasn't hot everywhere else yet. And I was down there at that time, and he had the Dirty Sprite tapes and whatever. And when I watched fucking Juice WRLD talk about Vlad posted the flashback interview, and he was like, yeah, when I heard Future, like I wanted to go, I was like 13, 14, when, we went, got Jolly Ranchers, we got pot, we got this, that. And then when I looked at the fact that he's not here and that Future's still here, you know what I'm saying? But Future's a grown-ass man, and Juice WRLD was a kid that was being influenced by him, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little different, man, you know what I'm saying? And, I just feel like the drug culture has become an advertisement for prescription medication, bro. They ain't even advertising drugs that empower people. They're doing drugs that empower the fucking corporation. Like you can't even eat. No one care about doing nothing anymore that comes out of a field or out of a fucking South America no more. They want it right out the lab, man.
Yeah, for real.
I agree with you because, like I said, when it comes to creating something socially justable for anything, you get criticized for. You get what I'm saying? So, and people are being turned off not to do that. You know what I mean? Lyrically, creatively, you know what? Won't you make a song about this? That's causing a problem. You know what I mean? Everybody, you know how much shit NWA got in for fuck the police?
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And that song is still relevant to this day.
Very true.
You get what I'm saying? That is
not like as much as Ice-T Cop Killer.
Now, but there you go. Two different approaches, but the same message. You get what I'm saying? But
shout out to Ice-T, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? But they both like the Mona Lisa songs of their time. You get what I'm saying? These songs can't be touched ever. You know what I mean? Because it's always going to be a problem. You know?
I don't know. It was hard for me to DJ within the last 5 years with the new shit that was coming out. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, no,
terrible.
And you know what? I respect the new rappers for the simple fact that they're keeping hip hop alive. You understand what I'm saying? They're keeping it alive. You know what I mean? They didn't let it fall off. They didn't let it die. They're keeping it alive. Whatever way they're doing it, they're keeping it alive. I respect it to that point. You know what I mean?
Or maybe they got their foot on its neck and they're slowly applying the pressure.
Time will tell, for sure.
Well, the game, like I said, the game changed. The game changed, so they had to adapt to the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I don't mean to sound like, you know what, man? Like, here's the thing. I can appreciate any human being expressing themselves artistically, whether it's through sports, whether it's through painting, whether it's even through something like doing a podcast and the way that you guys present everything, the way you guys put your flyers together. Like, I can see the art in everything. So when I look at somebody, man, I'm not judgmental, but when I have to, like, face the facts and then ask myself where I stand, that's where I'm standing. But here's the thing, bro. There is people that are, you know who I don't mind listening to at all, man? I don't mind listening to the Migos at all, bro. And I know they talk a lot of the shit that I'm complaining about, but I don't mind listening to the Migos at all. I don't mind listening to like Sway, like Ray Shremmer, like Sway, like I like them young guys. Like I thought everything that they put out was fucking dope. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things that like I don't mind listening to at all, man. Like there'll be little artists that pop up, but it's just like the majority of it, man. It's just like it's not even that I'm judging it as not being good. It just doesn't affect me. You know what I mean? Like, remember like when you hear a song and it would make you feel like some kind of way, bro, that you couldn't even explain, where you're just like, damn, this is the power of music. Like I'm sitting here feeling like this, like with no drugs, no nothing, just having like this, zoning out on this shit, right? Like, and there's not a lot of shit these days that puts me in that moment where I'm just like, damn, this is good, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Gucci though, like, man, I'm a Gucci Man fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Gucci Man fan. So, like, his latest shit he just put out, some of the flows he was fucking rapping and just like the fly shit that he be saying. 'Cause I'm a lifestyle rapper. I don't rap about anything too deep. I know I'm opinionated when it comes to talking in terms of like sitting down, but when it comes to my music, I'm a lifestyle rapper. Like I rap about the things that I enjoy doing and the way that I enjoy living. I don't try to get too deep with my music because for me, music's more about enjoyment than it is about me changing the world. You know, I do enough changing the world on my day to day. You know what I'm saying? But like Gucci, man, the way he puts his shit together, the flows that he comes up with, man. Even Thug, man, like you know, it took me a while to wrap my head around Young Thug, but like when I see like the flows and the execution of like patterns and flows and melodies, like to me, I can sit and really, really fucking appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Gunna too. Like like certain shit, man. I like hood shit though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I like some shit, it's gotta be hood. But it's got to be real hood, like not like some guys trying to pretend to be some shit. Like I got to feel like it's authentic. You know what I mean? It's close to the.
So do I, man.
You know, I love a platform like this where we can be opinionated, have different views, but you know what? In the end, me and you gonna stand together on one major cause and one major goal, and that's to make the world a better place for everybody.
Hell yeah,
you know what I mean?
No doubt. No doubt, and it's all respect, like I said at the end of the day, man. But we gotta have, like, man, we're doing a podcast right now where we gotta have some conflicting ideas, and we gotta shake shit a little bit. You know what I mean? Like,
if we all agreed, it'd be fucking shit.
Yeah,
yeah. But, yo, it's all love, man. At the end of the
Absolutely.
day, man.
That's it, man.
Respect,
That's it,
man. I
man.
respect everybody.
No, but
here,
you
man.
know what? I appreciated your point of view on the hip hop. You know what I mean? I've never heard it put that way.
I liked it.
It's great. It's great. You know what I mean? Like I said, you never learn unless you take the time out to listen. To someone
Yeah,
else's
man.
opinion.
I see the world different. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a thinker, man. I'm a deep thinker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little different than a lot of people that are in my position in terms of what I do for a living.
Right.
I'm a little different cut. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the way that I think. So I see things a little different, and I see things a little bit deeper than most people, right? So I always look a lot deeper into things than at the surface. So a lot of my opinions, a lot of things that I believe, I know to some people it can be like, damn, like what the fuck are you talking about? But you know, here's the thing, man. I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And I know who I am, and I stand on that. You know what I mean? And whether I'm right or wrong, man, I'm being true to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So COVID, how much of that stuff got pushed back because of it?
Like just for me, like in terms of like everything I had going on.
Yeah, man. Shows, anything, man, projects.
Yeah, bro. We had a lot of shit going on. I'm friends with Aaron Carter too, man. Like the pop singer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Aaron Carter. So me and him had some things going on that were supposed to happen in, you know, it's early 2020. Like I said, the whole Vegas thing and the record deal and everything that was going on there. We were supposed to go back out to Vegas. You know, like just a lot of shit got like all the like any shows, like, bro, we had a lot of different shows. Like I just started getting my heat, like, because here's the thing, bro. Okay, so like we did I did a show with Aaron Carter in Scotia in I want to say like October, something like shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I don't know, man. We'll just say October, right? And at that time, me and him went on like this tour for like 5 days around Scotia where we just went and looked at like expensive properties, and he was going to buy a house down home, and he was just documenting the shit the whole time live. So a lot of Americans got to know who I was just through that 5 days. And then I went into like a little public beef with Logan Paul and Jake Paul or whatever from the Impulsive podcast, because Aaron was just on their podcast the day before he came to Scotia. Me and him were doing shows together. So when he showed up, these guys put him out on a chain. They said that
I watched it. I watched that.
So I had the chain in the hotel room, and I was like dangling the chain. I was like, "Yo, you want your chain back? You gotta box me, right? Because like I train, right?
Yeah, this motherfucker trains. Trust me.
Yeah, I seen that he blocked, so I was like, "Okay, you got to get the." So then that started something too, because now all these Americans from Hollywood are watching Aaron. Because at the time, Aaron was saying some of the wildest shit ever. Like his popularity was crazy at that moment.
Yeah.
Right.
So like, all these people are like, yo, who's that guy with him, right?
Yeah,
so then that got me just enough window of opportunity that a lot of things in the States started popping up for me. So like everything that I was about to kind of like do down there got put on hold. You know what I'm saying? So that there was a lot of different shit, but everything happens when it's supposed to, man. I ain't tripping off that. I ended up having like the best summer anyway. You know what I'm saying? I just trained every day. I felt great. We outside every day. Did my thing, so like it was all blessed, man. You know what I mean? So like,
you gotta stop posting that shit. You're starting to make me feel guilty, bro. I'm telling you, man. You're
just
training hard. I'm like,
day.
damn, man. I just want to crack a beer. Fucking Andrew's fucking working out again. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah, man. I try to keep it motivational, man. That's why I show me working out, man, just so people feel like, fuck, man, maybe I should go and work.
You're doing it, so fuck it. People can do it too, you know.
So when you coming back home? When you coming back home to visit?
Man, I would love to. I would come back right now, bro. I would put you guys in the car with me, and we'd start heading down the 401.
I'm already here, kid. I'm already here, man.
Yeah,
that bubble down here is safe. You need to be down here.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, man, is like this whole 2 week, like in the maritime provinces or whatever, we got this bubble right now. So it's like 2 weeks.
Yeah, the bubble. Yeah, from provinces, right?
Yeah, so interprovincial. So if I go down home, I got to quarantine for 2 weeks, and then, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird to like sit around somewhere for 2 weeks that you're from, where you can't see nobody or none, and they expect you to fucking sit there and like. And I guess the police really been enforcing that shit. Like I know people that got like $6,000 fines over them not being where they were supposed to be and shit like that. So
I tell you a little secret, bro.
What?
My wife is the mayor of Nova Scotia. You're good.
I call her the mayor, bro. Mayor.
You're good. You're good. Come on down. Don't worry about it. Nah, I'm only fucking with you.
She's the biggest representative of Nova Scotia, bro. But yeah, once this shit's all over, though, we all have to get down to the East Coast and fucking do it up, bro.
Yo, man, the minute that bubble pops, bro, I'm down there, bro, because I got things to do down there. I want to shoot a video down there with Caleb for our new single, Giddy Up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I want to do it down home in the studio down home, the movie lot down home or whatever. So, yeah, I mean, I never did no shit back home really in terms of shooting, so I want to do that shit. But I'm going to be back as soon as I can, bro. I can't wait to go home. I missed surfing all summer, bro. I missed the beaches all summer. I missed lobster all summer. I missed Donairs all summer. I missed that Scotian hospitality, the Busker Festival in Halifax. Just being in Dartmouth, you know what I mean? Like, man, I love home, bro. I'm a Bro, I've been homesick for Scotia ever since I left, bro. My word to God. It's just that I know I can't take over the world from Scotia. I know I got to be
true.
that move. You know what I mean? But I'd love to be home, bro. Anytime I can, man.
You're heading down there. You gotta let me know, bro. I'll get on the next
flight. Pick him
flight.
up on the way down.
I'll just take a flight, man. You know I hate driving.
Man, we'll just do, bro. You should come down when I shoot my video, man. Like when I'm able to figure that out, I'm gonna shoot a video for this new single. You can do a cameo in the video, man. We're gonna spend some money on that shit.
Shooting the shit in the building. Actually, if you want, shit, you can send me down, a 16. Shit, I'll send you back a 16.
Yeah, Bam's done some hot shit, man. Bam's working on his album too, you know.
I'm down, man. I've been doing all kinds of features lately. Like that's what I've been doing for like the last couple of months, man. Is I've been jumping on all kinds of different records and spreading my wings out.
There
you know what I mean?
There you go.
Doing different songs with different people and shit. I just got out the studio today, man. I dropped some shit for a homeboy in Windsor, actually. Scurzy, man. Shout out to CBY, man. All the little young homies, man. The gang. Shout out to Scurzy, man. You know what I mean? We dropped that shit called Jet. That shit about to go.
Okay.
Sweet. Guys, I got a couple topics I want to bring up to you guys. Here's one of the topics. Stephon Marbury doesn't believe Jay-Z's an advocate for black people. Says that he created black crack babies. Andrew, what the fuck do you think about that? What that's man, I read that. I was like, damn, he's not wrong.
Jay-Z might have contributed. I can't say that he created.
Yeah, he created some. He created some.
I'm sure that a few kids started hustling because they felt like Jay was a hustler, but you can't put that on him.
I think he put too much on him. Dude, no offense, you could be a fucking drug dealer, get your shit together, and then help people out. No?
Yeah, but your past is always gonna haunt you too, right?
Always.
You know what I mean?
Always.
But the difference between Marbury and Jay knows his past and he put it out there. You get what I'm saying?
True.
He real. He stood up. This is what I did. I don't do it no more. This is what I'm doing now.
When I read this, I was like, I don't know, man. I thought that was a little, a little fucking harsh, though. Like,
I mean, okay. Let's just say Jay made some crack babies, but Jay also made some millionaires.
True.
And that's the duality of life, bro. There's good and there's bad, and not everybody's all bad, not everybody's all good. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But the measure of a man, bro, when a man dies, bro, people ain't gonna fucking look at everything you did. They're just gonna have an overall vibe. They're gonna put it on the scale, and they're gonna say, look, was he either good or was he bad? And they're just gonna think one way or the other. The sum of everything you did you're gonna make mistakes along the way.
Yeah.
And, take it from somebody, man. I'm a former crack dealer myself, right? So take it from somebody who's in that world, man. We, as a man who was out there doing that and perpetuating that and poisoning people, bro. As a man, I have to own up to what I was doing, pushing and poisoning a community. So I would think that Jay-Z has done the same thing with himself as a man, and that's why he doesn't do that anymore, and why he started doing other types of business, or he just would have went out in the streets like a gangster.
Yeah, no, I
so you can't point the finger at somebody that is, you know what I mean, leading by example and showing. At least, you know what I mean? Who knows? Maybe I don't want to dig too far into Jay, but I'll just say on the surface, he's a positive role model for black youth to look at. I don't think they look at him like he has everything he has because he's a drug dealer. I think they look at he has everything he has because he has put in consistent work since he started in this game, and the sum of all of his work has equaled the throne that he sits on. It's not because he was a drug dealer in fucking 1994 and 95. It's 2020, bro. You know what I mean?
I know.
That's not what.
I don't know where. I don't know why and where this fucking came from. It's like, Stefan, you're like, fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yo, ask Stefan this. Say, yo, Marbury. Say, yo, check this out, bro. Say, look, I never seen back in the 80s and shit, I didn't see no black people down in Colombia bringing these bricks out here. All these guns got German names. They got Russian names on them. No black people manufacture them. So if you're going to point the finger at anybody in the hood that's got drugs from Colombia, drugs from these places that they never been to and they never been outside their hood, if they got all this shit, and you want to point the finger at them, then you might be looking in the wrong direction. You might want to start looking around at how in the fuck that they even got the empowerment of that shit when they never left the neighborhood.
There you go.
And then point the finger at them people. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Here, I got Colin Kaepernick got added to Madden 2021. He's rated 15th best among QBs.
All right.
You fucking believe he's 15th best?
I know
Andrew?
nothing about this football business. Y'all go ahead.
Okay. 15th? I played football in high school, but I have no fucking clue what goes on in football. But I know that he's probably better than 15th just by the way he said that shit. And I know the politics that was going on with him. So, yo, if he's better than 15th and they rated him 15th.
See, the thing is, it's not where he ranked him. There's 5 quarterbacks that he got ranked over, that got underrated. But you know what? I guess they got to give him the love, after all this shit and everything they put him through, right? Like,
who made the list?
Like, he's 15th. I'm going to, let me see if I have the...
Yo, who made the list, though?
Oh, do you want the whole list?
No, who made it?
Well, right now, amongst the QBs. So if you go to the QBs in ranking on John Madden 2021, he's 15th.
Okay, so EA Sports made it?
EA Sports, yeah. So
so that's their opinion. That doesn't mean that's how it is in the NFL.
Trust me, every NFL player thinks they're rated 99 anyways. So, like, there's a few quarterbacks like Cam Newton and Kyler Murray on the young guy that plays for Arizona. And some of these guys, they had great seasons in the past. Buddy had a great season last year. They're ranked just below him. And I find... So my opinion is, do you think he got ranked 15th because of the love and some of the stuff that he got, put through?
There's if you smell shit, guaranteed.
Yeah, facts, man. Fucking facts.
Probably something to it, man.
I think it is too. It's just one of those scenarios. Like, fuck it, you know what I mean? So they just do it, right? So I don't know. I find it pretty funny. I just find it that it's just one of those things. I looked at him like he hasn't played NFL in about 3-4 seasons. Don't quote me, maybe 3 or 4. Someone will probably, eventually, fucking
tell
me exactly how long he's been out of the game. And then you rank, and I don't know. Maybe they're based out of the ranking he was when he last fucking did it. I don't know. I just find that out of that number, it's a little bit much, man. But whatever, man. Anyways, Andrew, I got 10 rapid questions, man, just to get to know a little bit more about you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right, favorite superhero and why?
Fuck.
Come on, bro. You have a song about him, don't you?
Nah, that's not even my favorite superhero.
All right.
I don't know, bro. I kind of like. I always like Gambit.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, Gambit. Like, first of all, Louisiana and New Orleans has a historical connection to Nova Scotia. Nova Scotia was first, back in the days, was colonized by the French. And then the English came and took over. They went to war with them, took over. So they kicked all the French out, and they all moved to Louisiana. So the Acadian culture, so, like, I always connected with just that. Like, Gambit's kind of like, he's like from that Cajun culture. You have that French, his name's Remy LeBeau, and like I just knew the history about all that shit. I was just kind of connected with that shit.
That's dope, man. I like that. And
so, I like that he'd throw cards and shit. Like, he's a gambling ass motherfucker. I don't know, just he seemed cool to me.
See, someone already corrected me. He was out for 4 seasons. So
there you go.
All right. So what was your first job ever? First job, that first shitty one.
Pushing shopping carts at Superstore in the rich neighborhood where all the girls that I liked at school, that's the neighborhood they lived in. So they'd be driving by with their parents, like to go to the grocery store, see me out in the parking lot pushing their carts. But whatever. I made my money. I was pushing a 2-door sports car to high school, so whatever. I had to do what I had to do to get my grade.
We all had that first shitty fucking job. You know what I mean? It was what it was, man.
But that matured into having a job at a candy shop. So you know what I'm saying? That was one of the best jobs. So that was at the Bulk Barn. It was in the same plaza. So if it wasn't for the car pushing, I wouldn't have been able to chill and eat all the candy for the couple of years straight that I did. So
cool.
So if there was one word to describe your rapping style, what word would that be?
Unique. I don't sound like nobody.
That's true.
There's no one that sounds like me, and you either like it or you don't like it. You know what I'm saying?
It is. Take it for what it is.
So, name me one thing that's on your bucket list.
Pro MMA fight.
Oh, dude.
Really?
Yeah, I can see that. I could definitely see that.
Yeah, definitely, man. I've done some amateur shit, but I definitely want to have that one moment where there's a lot of pressure in terms of, the show. Like the amateur shit, it's a little bit more chill because there's not the pressure of like all the show aspect of it that makes you nervous. I want to go and feel the nervousness of that, and to know that it's being televised in a way that I can't run. Like I'm either going to get fucking executed on the spot or I'm going to kill. It's kill or be killed, and I can't hide. Like I want that feeling. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't understand that passion what you got. Because him too. He needs to get in the octagon.
I like that shit.
I just don't get it. You know what I mean?
I need to get in the octagon. I just need a couple beers in a bar.
For me, bro, it's just chess. It's like martial arts to me is a high stakes game of chess, bro. You know what I mean? Like when you really dive into it, like I'm a real martial artist. You know what I mean? I've been training in different disciplines for many years and shit like that. And I've been a street fighter my whole life, and like there's a difference between being a street fighter and being a martial artist. When you're a martial artist, man, you're literally playing chess. You're thinking, you're setting traps, you're baiting. It's a very psychological game. It's a thinking man's game at the highest level, right? But the way it looks, executed, is brutal. But inside that, you know what I mean? When you really know what you're looking at, it's a thinking man's game. So for me, it's the cerebral aspect of it, but it's also the aspect of it of like high consequence where like there's a lot of pressure. I love pressure, man. I love being put in situations where I'm scared to death and I have to fucking breathe through pressure and learn to work through pressure, because that's the hardest thing that we all have to do is when our body fills up with cortisol and we get all stiff and nervous and anxious. Like how we can deal with those moments makes the difference. And when I was younger, I used to deal with like bad anxiety and bad like I was very introverted and I was socially awkward and all that shit. So that's always been the theme of my life, to work against fear. And I think like that's something that I just want to do in terms of the pressure. And I've been training for so long that I feel like I can beat a motherfucker's ass, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what weight category would you be in?
170, welterweight.
Yeah.
Welterweight. Shout out to my cousin too, man. My cousin's one of the baddest ass welterweights in Nova Scotia, man. Pat Carroll. Shout out to Gavin Tucker, man. My homeboy, my cousin's best friend, and my homeboy, my brother from Newfoundland. He's in the UFC right now. He just came off a big win. He's killing it down home. You know what I mean? Some big boys down home, man. Shout out to TJ Grant MMA. Shout out to Chris Politis. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Titans MMA down home. Shout out to fucking everybody doing their thing, man. Tyson Cave, everybody, man. Everybody in the fight.
We just had the woman MMA fighter. We had Corinne from Waz, and this girl's she's intense too, bro. She's very intense, and she loves it to death, bro. In
she got that thing like you got.
Get in there. 7 years, she ended up winning 2 Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu champions and fought in MMA 9 times.
Yeah, she's a certified badass, and I bet you she's the nicest person in the world.
Dude, she's her energy and personality is amazing and through the roof, man.
And that's what you don't understand too, bro, about being in the MMA gym. The people there are so, bro, imagine if me and you show up every day and we punch and kick each other in the face and choke each other out. Bro, you know how cool you get with somebody? Bro, there's nothing else left to do. That's the biggest problem between people is like that aggressive element where people start, feeling choked up. Bro, when you beat somebody's face in every day, you got to find a way to laugh with them or else, you know what I mean? It'd be weird. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's right. She was in Abu Dhabi too. Mhm.
Yeah, no, it was great. It was a great interview, man. She was fun. I always wanted to get an MMA fight on here, but the fact that I got a woman's aspect of, like, you know what I mean? Because you could always say, guys want to fight or guys are competitive, but to see a woman from a different angle, and she started this at the age of 24, the whole jiu-jitsu thing, I thought it was a fucking great story, you know?
Yo, you should get Gavin on here, bro. I'll talk to Gavin, man.
Do it, man. Let's do it.
Tucker on here, bro. He's on the fan in the UFC right now. He's a 145er featherweight. He's a fucking badass.
Dude, you know how simple it is, bro. We just send someone a link and we're ready to go, right? So if you can pull that off, that'd be great.
Yo, this guy's the future, bro. Shout out to TJ Laramie too, man. Shout out to TJ Laramie. He's a Windsor guy that just broke into the UFC in a big way. He just won his fight on the Contender Series. Really impressed me in a way. He's a guy that I know from around here, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to TJ Laramie too. That'd be another guy to get on here, man.
Yeah, dude, man. He's
a
love all that.
145er too, man. The featherweights, bro. It's Killer's Row, bro.
Dude, they know how to go, man.
Killer's Row, man.
All right, so next question. What's your favorite food, brother?
Pizza. I'm like a Ninja Turtle, bro. Pizza and martial arts.
Dude, I destroyed so much pizza this weekend. I can't even tell you guys. It's embarrassing. I just kept thinking, can I make food? Nah, there's leftovers. Fuck, let's do it.
Yeah, I can't even front.
So what do you do for fun?
Honestly, bro, learn about history, man. I'm like a huge sit down, get high, and just study the fuck out of how in the fuck we got here and what the fuck's going on.
That's fucking always interesting.
I'm one of them kind of guys, bro. Like, I feel like when I was growing up, everybody in my neighborhood wanted to be Scarface. I wanted to be Indiana Jones. So that's the difference.
I like that, man. So if there's a movie made about you, who'd play you? What actor would play you, brother?
The fucking guy that sing. I think he's a country singer. He's not even an actor, but I don't know. Everybody tells me I look like
he's gonna be one now.
They say like there's a light skinned guy that like isn't. I forget his name, but everybody keeps saying that shit to me, so he can do it. But he's not even an actor. But he's already in Hollywood, so he probably got a little. But I don't know, man. Who in the fuck would do that shit, man? It's got to be. You know who? Actually, it'd be the guy from Prison Break, man.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah, he could do that shit because people used to give me that too, man. They used to call me Prison Break in Toronto. And then I'd be at club. So everybody would, like, all my Latino homies, man, in Toronto, they would call me Prison Break. And then, like, their friends would pull me, like, to the side at some point in the night always and be like, yo, bro, I don't mean to get in your business, but, like, how'd you get the name Prison Break? A big story behind it. I'm like, nah, it's because they just teased me so I look like the homie from the show, man. They're like, oh, okay, I get it.
Fucking Alex is asking if the country singer's named Kane Brown.
Yeah.
Is that who it is?
I look like that guy, man. They say I look like a few people, but yeah, him, Jeremy Meeks, they say I look like Jeremy Meeks.
Like, so Prison Break, did it bug you? Because I remember calling a guy Tim Duncan for like 5 years. And Tim Duncan's probably the best. I wasn't
even mad at the Prison Break shit, man, because I didn't watch the show, so I didn't care enough. I didn't know what was going on, and I just knew that a lot of girls liked him, so I was like, whatever.
Fuck it, you're rolling. See, I called
derogatory, you know?
Bam. If you don't, Tim Duncan's probably the best power forward that ever played the position. I didn't diss the guy, so I'm calling the guy Tim Duncan. Looks like Tim Duncan. 4 or 5 years go by. I don't even know the dude's name. I just know his buddy. So I'm like, yo, Tim, and he pulls me aside. He's like, stop calling me Tim Duncan, man. And I was like, never. I was like, that's your name, fucking Tim Duncan, man. That is it.
Hey, bro, some people, they got to stick with it, man.
You know
They just, when you look at them,
I could be calling you worse, you know what I mean? But Tim Duncan wasn't, I don't think it was bad at all, but whatever. So what's your dream car, brother?
Fuck. I know it takes me a minute, but like, I'm such a big fan of cars too. There's so many fucking dope cars, but like, I always wanted an 80s Countach. Like, I always wanted like an 85 Countach. Lamborghini, you know what I'm saying?
I need a limo because I drink too fucking much sometimes.
Anything McLaren too, man. I'm a big McLaren guy, you know what I'm saying? Anything McLaren, maybe the fucking F1. Obviously, you know, it'd be cool.
For sure, that'd be dope.
Just like sitting there like a rocket ship driver, like just like ready to go, you know what I mean? But like, Yeah.
It's fucking my favorite part of any movie was the Wolf of Wall Street when Buddy comes back and and gets goes home, and then they ring his doorbell and the cops are there and his car's destroyed and he doesn't remember how that happened and they show the replay. I'm like, yeah, that'd be me with that motherfucking car, man.
But I had some of them nights, bro, driving home in Halifax, bro. Thank the man upstairs.
It is what it is for sure.
Yeah.
All right, brother, we're gonna play a quick game of versus. You down?
Sure.
All right, let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
All right, we're gonna play a game of versus. It's anything at all. It's Andrew. It could be singers. It could be movies. Anything.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the first one. We'll pick a movie here. Superbad versus Hangover. Which one was better? Who outbeats who here?
Hangover.
Yeah, I agree. Bam, you've seen both or what?
I've seen both. I go with the Hangover too, but Superbad, that's the future. Them boys are fucking nuts.
Superbad was fly, but the Hangover was just.
It's just. I think
it was too cold.
It just went. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm always hungover. I don't know. That's what I go with. You know what I mean? So
You can relate more. You know?
exactly, dude. We were supposed to pop this up last week. The Whopper versus the Big Mac. I got people asking me to put up some weird shit.
Man, it's the Whopper. No,
Yeah,
bro. The
that's
Whopper's
what
a
I'm
real
talking.
burger. The Whopper, bro, you leave it out, it'll fucking get moldy and start to fucking go rotten. The Big Mac, you leave that shit out, it'll stay like that forever. It'll just get smaller. So
It's
the
not
Whopper,
even.
wins just 'cause
It's
real.
not even real.
Yeah, definitely the Whopper. Definitely the Whopper.
There's nothing. I swear to God, bro. There's nothing better than a fucking that fresh Whopper. I remember going to the movie theater and they'd be like, "Oh, the Whopper would be 10 minutes," and I'd be like, "So?" Like I was like, "Let's do this, fuck. Oh, I'm waiting. I'm down with that." All right. So the next one would be, we'll do some comedy here. Dave Chappelle versus Kevin Hart.
Oh man, Dave Chappelle, easy. I fucking can't stand Kevin Hart, and I fucking love Dave Chappelle. He's the god of everything that's fucking genius in comedy.
Andrew's my favorite so far, bro. I'm telling you.
Fuck
I can't
Kevin
stand
Hart,
Kevin
bro.
Hart neither, man.
Yeah.
Ben, who do you like on that one?
I like Kevin. I'm a Kevin.
I knew
Why?
it.
Why?
I like
I'm
Kevin.
just
He's
sitting here
fucked
waiting
up.
for Ben to be like, yeah, man.
I ain't gonna debate it. I
If
like
Kevin
I
was
like
2
Kevin.
inches taller, he wouldn't even be funny. Fuck
Oh,
that
man.
shit, man. No, I gotta go with Dave
I
Chappelle.
relate to Kevin and Kat, both of them. You know what I mean? Them
I
two-
still
them
think
two
Cat's
motherfuckers.
funnier than Kevin.
Oh man, Cat's way funnier.
Yeah.
Kevin just yells shit.
Man,
And he just like opens his eyes real wide, just yells shit. Like,
he's on stage still looking up at people, you know?
yeah,
like, what
just
the
yelling.
fuck?
He's just disgruntled. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Fuck
Oh,
him, man. Fuck
oh,
him.
I don't want to be around you two motherfuckers. Y'all gonna be giving me shit all day.
Oh, man, we disagree with everything you say, man.
yeah.
All right, Beyonce versus Rihanna. Riri. Who wins there?
Beyonce,
Who's
man.
Beyonce? Yeah,
Yeah.
she's. I. You know what? At the end of the day, what she's done with Destiny's Child and solo, hands down, man. Do another music one here. Drake versus Kendrick.
Kendrick.
It is. You know
Like
what?
everyone's gonna fucking hate me, man.
No, but you know what, man? It's an actual fact. It's. You know what I mean? You're looking at.
I'm feeling Kendrick more.
Dude,
But shout out to Drake, man. Shout out to OVO, man. You know,
We were talking about Vlad TV earlier, right? So Vlad TV gets Russell Peters on there, and he's like, I'm not a fan of the new hip hop, but blah blah blah. He's like, fuck that. Drake's done a lot more than Kendrick, and Buddy brings out all these stats and who won awards, and Kendrick demolished Drake, which I would have never guessed or known.
well, you know what? I think like what Drake's done musically is eclipses what Kendrick's done musically. But for me as a hip hop head, the kind of zone that Kendrick can put me into is much greater than the kind of zone that Drake can put me into, even on his greatest records. That I feel like Kendrick can put me in a zone that's different. You know what I'm
I agree.
saying?
I see
It's
that.
more vivid. He paints the picture more vividly. His vocal inflections, like I just believe him more. You know what I'm saying? And to me, it's just knowing too that that's really coming out of Kendrick's pen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that makes a big difference for me, being like a lover of writing. Like I'm a writer myself. You know what I'm saying? So like I really respect the art of writing, and I feel like Kendrick's just so cold as a writer of this shit that we call rap. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, he gets it. You know what? We've done this more than once with Kendrick versus Drake, and Kendrick's won it every single time. So,
Yeah.
all right, let's go to a bit of MMA. This might be a fight. Brock Lesnar versus John Jones. What happens here, Andrew? You're an MMA fighter.
What happens is
Yeah.
John Jones fucking keeps distance from him. He uses footwork. He sprawls on fucking Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar just tries to take him down, just shooting doubles, trying to get a single. Jones is a great wrestler. He stays away from him. Lesnar's cardio starts to wear because he's carrying so much muscle. The more muscle you have, the more oxygen it takes to run the muscle, which makes your endurance smaller. That's why endurance athletes aren't full of muscles. And then he starts to pick him apart striking-wise, keeps his distance from him, boxes him up, kicks him up, beats him up, probably takes him down and submits him, man. Guillotine.
Yeah, no. That's probably, you guys heard it here first. I'm telling you, this is probably true, man. It's definitely, now it's something I'll watch. So go ahead, Bam.
Yeah, love you too, baby girl.
Yeah,
but
Bam's daughter's right here, bro.
Yeah.
Wishing him a happy birthday.
You know, but I got a question for Brock because I was introduced to Brock from the WWE. So I've always thought he was just a regular wrestler, You know what I mean? So him going into MMA, I'm like, what the fuck? You know, so I've never actually seen him,
Yeah, but
throw
did you
down.
really,
So,
okay, even though he's a regular wrestler, would you really want to meet him in a fucking alley?
you know, I always thought wrestling was fake,
But he,
So,
the steroids aren't, though.
you know.
Dude, serious, man. I don't know.
We'll see when we're in that alley.
This
Personally,
is
that's what
something.
I feel.
This is something I want to see.
Him going into
Yo,
MMA.
a lot of titties are fake too. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't make them any more real. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we got one
Damn,
more.
he got me all twisted right now. He got me all fucked up. All right, fine. All right. It's just like I said, I don't know his rank and his history and watching him fight.
Well, he's a
like
real,
that, right?
actual wrestler,
Yeah,
right?
NCAA wrestler.
So the
like,
dude
before
knows how to.
was,
He should be able to take your ass down. Like he's actually like,
bro,
he's pretty legit.
Wrestling as a legitimate sport, like not professional wrestling, but wrestling like in terms of like Greco-Roman and Olympic wrestling and shit like that.
Right.
That's one of the most grueling martial arts. The guys that do that are some of the toughest guys. The toughest part of any MMA fighter's training is the wrestling aspect. Trust me, in that wrestling aspect, it makes the difference in MMA fights. That's why you can take a guy that's a high-level wrestler, throw him in an MMA fight, and he could probably get by even if he can't throw a punch.
True.
Whereas you can't take a straight boxer, throw him in there, and have him get by with just the boxing. So wrestling's very important. So just for the fact that Brock was a real wrestler, I knew what was up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just
that's why I'm asking. Thank you for educating me. You know what I mean?
No,
I appreciate it.
It would be something I'd like to watch.
You know?
So this is another one I want to watch. This is a trilogy here. Got Conor McGregor versus Nick Diaz. Oh, sorry, Nate. My bad, Nate. They're both badass brothers.
Yo, Nate beats him. He already beat him twice.
Fuck. So you called the second fight him, right? Like, is that what you're saying, that he beat him twice?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
dude,
exactly
I lost
what
money
I'm
on
saying.
that fight too,
He
bro.
beat him twice.
I lost some money on that fight because
Nate's the boy, man. Shout out to the 209. Shout out to Stockton. I'm from the 902. They rep the 209.
Dude,
Them
those
guys
two.
remind me of
Those
people
are
I grew up around, bro. The same kind of motherfuckers that Nick and Nate Diaz are is the same kind of motherfuckers I grew up around in Dartmouth, bro. Hard-headed, can't tell them nothing. They going out on their shield. They rather swallow their blood before they swallow their pride. Same type of shit. So I just respect
This is every single time these brothers fight, Bam. It's a fucking fight. It is.
Really?
It is entertaining. There's no fucking around. They're go. Bam. But these things back in the fucking. But if you watch some of their old interviews, man, like backstage, these guys don't give a fuck. I'll send you a couple of clips, bro. You'll die. You'll die of fucking laughter, man. It's pretty cool, bro. All right, man. That's it for verses. So, like, what's next for you, brother? What's going on? What do you got going for yourself?
Right now, I'm just doing features, man. I got a record coming out with my homeboy D Money Dollar Sign in Toronto. Shout out to D Money Dollar. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to BMF, Swish Gang, Black Mafia Family, Calico Jones, the whole squad. I got a record coming out with him. I got a record coming out with a few fellas around here. Like I said, me and Scurzy got the Jet record coming out. That shit's going to be hot. Me and Caleb about to drop our new single, Giddy Up. That shit's about to fucking heat up. I think it's like our best record by far. I love this record. DJ Kid, he's the same producer of The Incredible Hulk, so we were already able to create some magic with homie, and we definitely did it again. And we wrote that record in Vegas, in the bathroom. You know what I mean? Actually, pause. Let me put a little, so you can understand. Our bathroom in Vegas, by the way, it had 2 different rooms in the bathroom. And so, like, you know what I mean? It was huge. And we used to smoke weed in there, me and Caleb, not because we had to, but just because we're hood and we're used to, like, You know what I mean? Like, we'd be like, yo, why are we even in here? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, why we got towels down and shit. Like, this is our place. You know what I mean? But like now, like, we wrote that shit, and just the way that the vibration that we were in and everything. So like, that's next, man. Shooting that video, and just keep pushing forward, man. Keep training MMA every day, man. I'm skateboarding. Me and my boys we skateboard. We're training MMA. We're just eating good, living good.
You're focused. That's good, brother. Really
bro.
Good.
Living life, staying focused, and just taking it light, bro. You know what I'm saying? Not getting too emotionally involved in everything that's going on. Just trying to take it light, trying to appreciate the blessings and not stress. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man. So I want to let everyone know where they can follow you, man. We got you on Facebook, got you on Instagram. They can listen to you on Spotify, Amazon Music. You're actually on all major platforms, aren't you, for music-wise?
Yeah, I'm on every single platform. All you got to do is look up Andru Winter, like ANDRU WINTER, like the season, and you're going to find me wherever. Just look it up on Google, man. You know what I'm saying?
You pop up everywhere. You absolutely do. So, like, before we end the interview, man, we want to end the interview with your video verified. So tell me a bit about that. You know, when did you guys make that video?
Okay, so we made that video like a month and a half ago or something. It's pretty new, actually. I think it's only been up for like a month or something like that. Not long. So yeah, we made that. Whatever. Caleb flew up here to Toronto. We met in Toronto. We shot a video, and it was kind of a crazy experience. That day was a crazy experience, and we made a real dope video. We were really excited about. Shit went south with me and the guy who shot the video. He tried to play some games. He tried to like hold that shit over my head and leverage that shit. So I just said, you know what? Keep that shit. I'll shoot another video.
So at the end of the day, he wasted his own fucking time. Pretty much.
Like whatever. Like we can shoot another video. It's not like shooting a video sucks. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's pretty fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, whatever. We'll shoot another video. So we shot that video. Shout out to everybody that made that shit happen too, man, because we did it in a totally different city. We didn't do it in Toronto like the original one. Nobody that was in it was originally slated to be in it. Everybody adjusted really quick and came through for us really quick. So shout out to everybody that was in the video. We appreciate y'all. And man,
that's
like
dope,
a
bro.
month ago.
That's dope.
Bro.
Nice.
Andru, bro, we got to get you back on. Let us know when you're going back to the East Coast. I'll meet you motherfuckers there. We're going to do it all.
I have fun, bro. I like talking to y'all, man.
Man, anytime, bro. Anytime.
This was cool, man. We got to talk about some shit.
Andru, I always have you like. It was an enjoyment because I got to take a break while you were ripping Bam apart, so I was okay with that.
Oh, it was great, man. I love doing this. That's why I appreciate you, bro. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate you for who you are. You know
and I appreciate your point of view, my brother. I appreciate your point of view, and I appreciate your respectfulness, and that me and you, we talked about some shit. We both got to see something from each other's point of view, but it was all respect and love at the end of the day, man.
That's why we can stand together.
Alex
and
is
moving, you know what I'm saying?
Andru, our boy Alex is DJ One Up. He's a good friend of mine. He was just asking one day maybe we should get on here and just do a fucking MMA podcast, shooting the shit with MMA stuff.
I would love to, bro. I'd love to talk MMA, man.
Let's do it.
Okay, you could take my spot. You could take my spot for that night.
Yeah.
Nah, bring me on, man. Let's talk MMA, man. Like I said, man, I'm gonna holler at Gavin, man. I'll holler at TJ.
Yeah, dude.
I know TJ got a fight coming up. Like, I think TJ got a fight coming up this month. To be honest with you, whoever's a fan of fighting, look up TJ Laramie. Be on the lookout for TJ Laramie. He's young. He's ferocious. He's skilled. He's futuristic. And he's coming, man. He's from Canada. You know what I'm saying? He's representing.
We gotta support each other for sure, man.
And he's a real positive cat. So everybody, you know what I'm saying? Check for him.
You get a hold of those guys and send them my way, man. We'd love to have them on, brother. We'd love
it. No doubt.
Definitely.
But Andru, man, thanks for shooting the shit with us, man.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Peace.
All love, man.
Later, bro.
Yeah. Shut off that vibe. Blue check in the whole 9 yards. Baby, I'm verified. And if you're down, you get the whole 9 yards. Yeah, double C Louis V is the name. 50 pointers on my neck. Baby, I'm that fly. Give a fuck when your word, girl. I'm just riding in the road, girl. Sit aside when you twerk, girl. Let it down when you twerk, girl. Pillin' dollars at your purse, girl. They hate on you like you the worst.
do baguettes. That Mercedes going crazy, but the maybe next. See you later to a hater in the baby Lex. Ever since I got a number, all we do is sex. That means she sent a few flicks and then I sent a check. So if she with it, she can come get it. Make her say, like no limit. When I'm up in it, I'ma get it.